position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just... ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Catch in the middle, it's White. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake, down to throw. Makes the catch, it's Hunt. Still on his feet at the 45.
No.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Grab behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone.
Wait, what? No way, he just threw it up for granted, and I got Moss there, bro. They gave him, he somehow got, he got back inside of me. Wow, bro. They just threw it up for grabs, bro.
Down Sooners.
This game.
Looking for the time with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
Makes the grab on the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. Steps away to find some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Williams looking for a man. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards. That return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Watkins. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Looking to throw on 3rd. Lets it fly. Got a man in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up at the touchdown.
They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total 11. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense.
Y'all going for it, bro. Y'all look just arrogant, huh?
3rd down.
Y'all are going for it.
Now, nice job by the defense. They're expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hunt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give to the tailback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Find space on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Trips.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Military stun! Military stun!
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Y'all had all the gaps.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You had all the gaps up. Plug, bro. You literally had every gap plug, man.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. It'll be a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires downfield. Working on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
Down.
Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Watkins. Touchdown, Tiger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here...
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Let's go, let's go.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Cole. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Caught over the middle, it's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Williams will pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now...
Bomb. Bro, who you guarding, bro? You just running off the field, huh?
4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down.
Almost housed it.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Finds his man. It's Cole.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has
that is
all the
not
routes in his
possible. He just... How, bro? How you don't get a good chip on him, dog?
It is a big
How
win
you
for
don't
this
get a
defense
good
as they
chip
were
on
right
him,
there as soon as he got the
dog?
ball. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 7 over Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Shakes off the defender. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got a man. It's Rush. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Williams looking for a man. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, man, another incompletion.
Oh,
That's
man,
3 in a row.
another.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
No, I don't like that.
He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. He is having a day, and there's still ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Motion from the back. Williams will pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gonna sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. The catch in the middle. It's Hunt. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Grabbed in the middle. It's
Why would you go abandon
nice
Wait. What is that, though? What is that? Why are you running down? You sitting there.
And they'll have enough for the first down.
Running back.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's long. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams will pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible